Today I'll be reviewing Arrow Episode 2, Honor Thy Father. Now this one was good. The episode keeps consistent with character traits, which is good. And it is interesting, thinking on the inside. It feels kind of similar to the show The Cape, which I hated The Cape, but this is actually pretty good. I do not mind this at all. The good thing about this show, is that the characters are very similar to their original characters, or very different. They want to keep them both. Oliver Queen feels a lot younger than he does presently in the comics, but he still kind of feels like a similar character in how he would act early after getting off the island, which I like. And since I'm a huge fan of Green Arrow anyways, most big Green Arrow fans either love this thing or hate this thing, but I like how it does its own thing. That's what I like about it. I kind of miss the fact that he isn't called Green Arrow. I can see the series being called Arrow, but I still am kind of iffy on the fact that he's named just Arrow, but that doesn't take me off from watching the show. I also don't like how they named Diana Lance Laurel Lance. It's just clearly supposed to be the Black Canary, and they just don't want that. And she's supposed to be kind of like the DEA crime side for those average crime shows, and I know what they're trying to get at there. It just, I don't know. But anyways, I do like the show a lot more than Smallville still, and the Smallville Green Arrow wasn't very good. I'll just say it. I didn't like him that much. This one's a lot better. I do like the family and how it's kind of a bigger conspiracy that with Oliver coming back is kind of a problem, and you'll kind of see the reveal at the end. But there's like 3 simultaneous reveals at the end, and the last one and the second to last one were just awesome. All the camera angles are great. I really do love those over city shots still, and they're keeping it consistent, which I do like. The budget on the show must be fairly high, which kind of surprises me, but it's pretty good. I mean, even though it's written by the guys who did Green Lantern, I still really like it, which is kind of surprising. You just think that Green Lantern would, since Green Lantern kind of wasn't good, Green Arrow wouldn't be good either, but Green Lantern, I just don't think they got the characters as much, and I think they wanted to keep it super similar but change their own to their own thing, and I think they tried to rush like the first 25 years of Green Lantern continuity, minus some big things, but it was still kind of felt like that all in one, when this is starting to feel like, well, it's based off of it, but it's more modernized and their own take on it, which I like. And it doesn't feel like an Elseworld story. It takes itself very seriously. The actors are very serious. And I still love the action scenes on this. Now, I know it's kind of like the pilot, and this story is just as good. It is just as good as the, or this episode's just as good as the first one. And it's really cool, just watching him work and how he'll be ruthless if he needs to, but otherwise, he's not super ruthless. I just really like this, series so far. And the main cast is really good, and I'm interested to see what will happen, to the, trying to think, with the mom and what she revealed at the end, but it was a pretty good episode. Overall, I would have to be able to give this episode an 8 out of 10 again. It was pretty good. If you don't like the show, you don't like the show, but if you're like me, who doesn't really care for the changes, I'll just keep watching until they do something really stupid. I do like it. Also, another thing I want to point out is I'm kind of hoping that Laurel Lance never kind of starts a relationship with Oliver Queen, because at this point in the series, if you've been watching it, it just doesn't seem like they could get along very well. I can see them eventually working together in some manner, but I just don't really like the fact of them kind of being best friends and all that after what happened. So I would be more interested in a friction between the two of them rather than a clearly gonna happen romance, because it is the CW after a season. But anyways, I'll keep watching. And overall, I'd have to give this episode of an Arrow an 8 out of 10 again. And that's all for today, guys.